Hi, I'm Sid. I'm one of the coaches here at Extraordinary Results, and I'm here to talk to you about the benefits of creating and actually using a timetable to be able to manage your time more effectively while you study. This is a technique that I can attribute my success to in VC. I graduated with an enter of 99.45 and went on to study law and psychology, and I found year 12 was actually the most stress-free and easy year that I had because of the way I managed my time. So some of the benefits I found using a timetable were being able to see what I had to do when and avoid procrastination. I was able to make sure that every minute of every day was being used effectively, even if it was for downtime and relaxing. And by creating a physical timetable and giving a copy to my parents, I was able to get them off my back because they were able to see that I was doing exactly what I needed to be doing when I needed to be doing it. Moving on from year 12, I found that having developed these habits early has allowed me to use these to control my time going through uni and moving on into a career. So these are skills that are valuable, especially for year 12, but as general life skills.
So you'll have access to 3 calendars. There's this one, and keep your eyes open for one that will release before the holidays, show you how to effectively manage your time throughout the holidays, and another one that will release before exams to show you how to effectively manage your time leading up to exams and exam study. So now I'm going to show you how to make an effective timetable. You can see that here we're using Google Calendars, and the reason we're using Google Calendars here is because, one, it's easy to see your whole week sort of laid out, and it's also easy to edit your timetable. You can just click and drag and drop things to change them as you need to change them. More so than that, it's also a really easy way to share things with your parents. So you can share your calendar with your parents so they know exactly what you're doing and they get off your case. For example, here, if I was a parent looking at my calendar and I want to pull up my child Joe Blogg's calendar, I could simply click on that and it'll overlay their calendar on top of this, allowing you to sort of prepare your own week and commitments and sort of know what commitments your child may have. So again, this doesn't have to be made in Google Calendars. You can create your calendar or timetable on paper or in any other format that you want. Now, the objective behind this calendar and the objective behind creating a timetable is to be one step ahead of the class. So we've created this based on a year 12's curriculum of 6 subjects throughout the year, and we've dedicated 3 hours per subject per week. So you can here see subject 3 appears here on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Saturday, and we've color-coded each subject so that it's easy to sort of see what you're studying when. Now, this may change. You may find subjects that would require you to study more, maybe 4 hours a week, or maybe subjects that would not require as much study, less than that. For example, if you're in year 9 or 10, you may not require 3 hours per subject per week, so you can tweak this calendar to suit you as you need. In creating this calendar, the first point that we started at was looking at the school commitments that you had, so things that were non-negotiable. So things like being at school. Here we have school timetabled in from Monday through to Friday at 9 to 3:30 p.m. and other things that were somewhat non-negotiable, things like lunch or dinner, your meals. And again, we've used the color coding such that these commitments are all the same color, so they're easy to see. Once you've got these locked in, you want to look at your other co-curricular commitments. Things like your sport or you may be debating, it may be drama, theatre, it may be anything like that. So you want to lock those in. And again, they're here in the same color as well. We've got them on a Monday, a Wednesday, and the Saturday morning. Those are also susceptible to change and easily altered if you need to. Along with those commitments, you'll see that on a Friday night, we've locked in the 7 to 8 p.m. navigation call and timetable review. Now, it's really important that you have this chance to, I've gone in here to edit it, but you can see that's the navigation call and timetable review. It's really important that you have this time set aside to look over the week that's just been and to sort of reassess how things are going and recalibrate yourself for the next week. So you may have things coming up like a doctor's appointment or an assessment, things like that. That's the time you want to put aside to put that into your calendar for next week so you can see how you're tracking. Now, the navigation time is me running a public Skype call that I run for weekly contact, and that allows people to raise any issues about time or stress management that they may be facing, and you're more than welcome to come and join this call. Now, in also creating this calendar, you want to make sure that you're creating a realistic calendar and you've left time aside for your commute to and from school and to and from any of your activities. So here you can see I've left half an hour after every single day just to make sure that you're able to create realistic goals for yourself. Here you can see we've created something called reward time. Now this is the crucial aspect of this calendar and crucial aspect of a timetable. You want to put time aside to do what you love doing. And this is what's going to motivate you to do what you have to do. Now, if you think about setting a goal like I want to get 50 in this subject, or I want to achieve an enter of 99 point something, if you think of a number, that's a lot more difficult to connect with. If, on the other hand, you've got here your reward time spent doing something you love, for me that was dancing, so I put this time aside to take class or train myself, and then you study throughout the week, knowing that if you get that study done when you have to be doing that study, committing to the timetable, you're going to reward yourself with what you love doing. That you're going to find is going to motivate you far greater than just a number out in the distance. So it's really, really important that you set that time aside. And again, this reward time, maybe whenever it's convenient for you, maybe when your favorite TV show's on, or think about what it is you'd really love to do and put that in there. After you've set your reward time, you want to think about then plotting your subjects. So here we've got the subjects 1 through to 6, and we've got them all color-coded differently so you can see them nice and easily on the timetable. And the subjects, we've put aside an hour in 1 hour blocks, but you'll see the subjects are in generally 2 to 3 hours at a stretch. So not too long to sit down and study. You don't want to burn yourself out, and you want to maintain concentration. In those 2 hours, or in those 3 hours, I'd recommend studying 55 minutes to the hour. So you're giving yourself a 5-minute break every hour to sort of refresh your mind, go grab a quick drink, grab a quick snack, give you a chance to sort of refresh yourself before you sit down for the next subject. So here, if I'm studying 2 subjects back to back, I'd break after 55 minutes, give myself a 10-minute break, allow myself to refresh and re-energize, and then I'd sit down to be able to really throw myself into the second subject. And I found that by employing that technique, you're going to be far more effective and far more efficient when you're studying. So there you have it. Here you've got a simple calendar that you can edit and sort of tweak and alter as you need. If you look below this video, you'll see a link that if you click will show you how we actually created this calendar, and we'll go into helping you actually use the technology to create your own.
So to stay up to date on these timetable developments and to sort of see how we can create a timetable, you guys can click above there and subscribe to the blog, and you'll be given updates when other videos come out, and you can leave a comment below and let us know what you think.